Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
One week ago today, disaster struck.
Devastating. I don't know how long she had been laying there.
To lose someone like that, of stature like that, is just heartbreaking. The only thing that you had as a family to remember is gone.
Lives were lost, neighborhoods were destroyed, and memories gone forever.
The damage is so extensive. Whole entire sides, fronts, backs, tops of homes are missing. People have wrapped their personal belongings in saran wrap, tarps. It is unbelievable what people are going through right now.
Today, our community continues to pick up the pieces after the historic tornado changed the landscape of St. Louis.
FEMA has come out and said this is the largest residential destruction since the Joplin tornado.
This morning, we're telling stories of hope and resilience as FEMA crews work to assess the damage and our community comes together to rebuild the future.
We want to be here for them. We want to let them know that we are here for them. And it's not just today, it's not tomorrow. We know that this will be for months to come.
Well, hello and good Friday morning. So tough to see and hear all that stuff, but it is good to see you. I'm Michelle Lee.
Good morning, I'm Renee Knott. You know, we see those pictures. It's shocking. It's painful. You know, I took a drive through North City. I was up there all week, basically, doing some stories. So I also drove through Forest Park and the Central West End. It's tough to see, but there are two words that we need to keep in mind. One, resilience, because that's what we're seeing. And two, community. Because people are coming together to let other people know that, hey, we got you. This morning, by the way, we have team coverage on the tornado recovery efforts.
Travis Cummings is going to give us an update on when people could receive federal help. This has been a big conversation. Also, Sydney Stallworth is on standby taking your insurance concerns with the state's top watchdog, and she has some answers for us this morning.
But first, weather impact meteorologist Gary Frank timing out a wet Memorial Day weekend. And Gary, could this be a big problem for people who have tornado damage to their homes?
Yeah, I think overall we are going to see some steady rain. I don't think it's going to be a significant flooding rain like we're going to miss to the southwest, so that's at least a positive for us here. And another dry day, any dry day that we can piece together, especially in recent memory, is certainly a positive. No severe weather in store for us, and the fact that the wind has calmed down is also going to help as well, especially when you're getting rid of the trees and stuff from some of the neighborhoods. First time over the last couple of mornings that I've showed you this camera shot, and the trees and flags have been still. That's positive here as we look at some of that rain off to our northwest. Cloud cover, rain around, and notice how it is still tracking off to the southeast, not going to move into our area, but we are going to see those clouds increase as a result. If you haven't been outside, mid-40s right now, 51 is as low as it's gotten in the city. How about 30s? And I know Kirksville is always colder. It seems like it's the coldest spot in Missouri, but still, the fact that we're at May 23rd and we have a 30 on the map in Missouri is a telltale sign, especially when you compare it to a week ago. Right now, like I said, as you look at still conditions, 51, a light breeze now out of the west-southwest, I do expect those clouds to increase. We'll go up in a hurry into the mid-70s here in some cases, but low to mid-70s, cloud cover, and, you know, overall, it's a pretty nice day. I am tracking some rain for this weekend, but it's not a washout like either your phone app or just in general like what we would expect for Memorial Day weekend, but it's not a good weekend for the pool. We'll talk about that as well. But looking outside on the roads, Paul, in terms of roadway construction projects, or I would think there shouldn't be that many people on the roads today.
No, it's not bad at all. And the thing that gets us most, number one, is usually volume. So amount of motorists on the roads, you know, you can move right on by a crash, construction, or a stall as long as you don't have as many hitting the roads at the same time. I do think we are going to be really good in that department today. Right now, of course, we're reading it as it is. And as it is, you've got a lot of green chicklets out there. You do have one little accident I'll show you here in Missouri. But I wanted to first, as promised, show you Collinsville, Glen Carbon, and East St. Louis. All good. You have some construction projects, but you are moving. So we'll take that. But North County here at New Halls Ferry going westbound on 270, a minor accident. This little blob you see over here, that's the airport. All arteries leading to the airport, even parking lots, are not too full, and you're moving. So we'll keep a close eye on that, and we'll talk more about West County and the Westplex in just a minute.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, there is things flying off over there.
are flying off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It's been 1 week since a deadly EF3 tornado ripped through the St. Louis area. The storm first touched down at 2:41 on Friday afternoon in Richmond Heights. In the span of 30 minutes, the twister destroyed everything in its path for 23 miles across 2 states. It sparked dozens of search and rescue missions. By 10 o'clock on Friday night, we had learned at least 5 people died, thousands of buildings destroyed, causing an estimated $1.3 billion in damage.
Our city is grieving tonight. The loss of life and the destruction is truly horrendous.
On Saturday, Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe made his first visit to survey the damage and declared a disaster. On Monday, we pressed city leaders about the sirens never going off after many of you alerted us. The city later admitted to it.
But at the end of the day, this was a human failure.
1 day later, Mayor Spencer places the city's emergency management commissioner on paid leave. The mayor then changed the current policy, giving the fire department the power to sound the sirens when a warning is activated. On Wednesday, FEMA crews arrived and began to survey damaged homes. As the area waits for federal assistance, the community is coming together with cleanup efforts and donation drives to keep St. Louis strong.
Well, right now we can tell you the federal crews are on the ground in St. Louis, and they are looking to see how they can help. FEMA is trying to figure out what kind of help the communities actually need the most.
Our Travis Cummings joins us now. He is live in one of the hardest hit areas on the north side of town to tell us about the progress that's being made with FEMA. Travis?
Rennie, Michelle, once a federal disaster declaration is approved, that is when they're able to start reaching families, FEMA, within a couple of days. Now, we are here on Penrose Avenue, and I got to tell you, this was one of those areas that were completely wrecked. It does not look any different from what it did a week ago. Take a look here at this property on the corner. The roof completely off of the top of the structure. There are trees, debris scattered throughout these lawns, these front areas here. And just over here, you can kind of see some of the stuff that's still left behind there. Now, FEMA will be on the ground. They're going to continue their work today. Teams have been in the area since Wednesday. They have 4 teams in the city and 1 in the county from morning until dark working. If they approve this federal funding, it unlocks help with rental assistance, home repairs, and even replacing lost food and medications.
There were some initial assessments that were done locally, very basic. And we had to convince everybody, show that evidence to get the teams to come here. They don't just come unless we have an idea from the initial assessments and then looking at some of the drone footage and basic coverage that's been out there.
Now, at a press conference yesterday with local and state leaders, we wanted to know what happens if this federal assistance doesn't get approved, right? And so they are really leaning on these local partnerships and partnerships with their organizations across the state, continuing to work with our grassroots organizations that we've been following. Now, if the federal disaster is approved, families will be able to apply either online or through those recovery centers that we would see pop up, what could be within days from that declaration being approved. And the mayor says she hopes to have all of this wrapped up by Sunday. We're live in North City. Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
Thanks so much, Travis. Governor Mike Kehoe also says the state is working on several initiatives at the state level to get some immediate assistance out into the community and hope to release more information in the coming days. He also signed an executive order allowing storm survivors to fill critical prescription medications that may have been lost or damaged.
This morning, if you have lost your medications, if they were lost during the storm, you could get them refilled now for free. Just visit the Betty Jean Kerr People's Health Pharmacy on Del Mar. They're taking care of your meds there with no cost at all, but you must have a valid prescription. They're doing refills through 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, we've now learned that a seventh person has died following Friday's tornado. The family of Catherine Brown told 5 on Your Side that she died Tuesday at the hospital. She was a beloved great-grandmother and cancer patient. She was trapped inside her daughter's north side home during Friday's storm, and police officers rescued her from the rubble, took her to the hospital, but her family is now working to make repairs to their home. We also know of 6 other people who died in North City because of Friday's storm. You're looking at 5 of them right now. 48-year-old Juan Baltazar, 70-year-old Dolores Holmes, 60-year-old Renee Lyles, 78-year-old Larry Patrick, and 74-year-old Patricia Pendleton were all killed during the storm. And the loved ones of 68-year-old Jerome Robinson tells us he died of a heart attack when the tornado hit his home.
Now, as crews make progress in Forest Park with their storm repairs, we know this. The Missouri History Museum will reopen this morning at 10 o'clock, but the Library and Research Center will remain closed until further notice.
Homeowners of storm-damaged property are looking for insurance for help. The steps that you can take today to make the process easier.
Right now, we have a growing list of resources for storm victims and also ways that you can help. Just text the word STORM to 314-425-5355 and we'll send that link straight to your phone.